Hello YouTube, it's Pokemon Dan, and today I've got an epic Wi-Fi battle against Dr. Moose. And he's going to be bringing the Scizor, the Garchomp, the Tyranitar, the Hippowdon, the Starmie, and the Volcarona. Pretty cool Pokemon, Volcarona. And I'll be bringing my Galvantula, my Girder, Slowking, Magnezone, Regirock, and Tentacruel, which is the last team I used on the other Wi-Fi battle. But anyways, yeah, this is a pretty epic one, and hopefully you guys enjoy. It's a pretty close one too. So it's against Dr. Moose. And yes, I'm gonna lead off with Galvantula to get that sticky web, and he leads off with his Volcarona. So, anyways, I go for the sticky web just to lower that the team speed by one stage, and he's gonna Quiver Dance. Boom. Just gonna raise his special attack, special defense, and speed. And now I switch out and I go to my Tentacruel. Yep. Because if you're going for a bug, it's gonna be super effective, or fire. So it's gonna keep Quiver Dancing. And yep, get those boost again. And now he's gonna Quiver Dance again. He's getting greedy with the boost there. And now I go for the Scald, see how much it did. And it didn't do too much actually. It did like 15 or 20%. So now he goes for Quiver Dance again, and I realized it wasn't worth another Scald, so I just went for the Toxic to wear it down a lot. Because as you guys know, Toxic will get worse and worse the longer it stays in. So I thought that was better than Scald, since Scald probably would have done nothing else. And it actually packs the Giga Drain, and I wasn't suspecting that. So I was caught off guard there, and I went for the Toxic Spikes, and I was like, oh no. So, but there's some Black Sludge recovery with HP. Now I had to make plays here, like I had to switch out until the Toxic started hurting a lot. So I went to my Zap to take the Giga Drain, and Zap doesn't take it too nicely, but it still lives from a +3 or 4 Volcarona. Anyways, now I'm gonna switch out since it's gonna go for the Fiery Dance, and I go to my Slowking, which has the Regenerator. So if I switch it out, I'll get its a third of its HP back. So it's gonna go for the Fiery Dance, and Slowking's gonna take it decently well. Right. So now the Toxic's getting worse. It's actually wearing it down. And now I switch out again, and I go to my Zaya, thinking he was gonna go for Giga Drain, and yep, he does, because he wants that HP back. So Zap has 16 HP now, and Volcarona's getting his HP back too. And that Toxic's actually hurting a lot, that poison. So this time I just let my Zap die here. He predicted my switch again to Slowking, but I just let Zap die here, just in case. And that Toxic's gonna do a lot, nearly taking it out. And now I go into Boy, right? And I thought a Mach Punch would kill, but no it didn't. And I was actually Iron Fist as well. But man, Volcarona, tank. And then I got burned by the Flame Body, so that was pretty unlucky. And it's gonna Giga Drain and nearly take out Boy. I don't know why Boy lived that, because it was like a +3 Volcarona. Giga Drain. But anyways. So finally Poison takes it out, and I was glad it did. But now Boy is really hurt now. And Starmie comes in here, but I just wanted to stay in since Girder was really weak and already burned. So I just went for a knockoff, but first goes for the Cosmic Power, raises defense and special defense. Knockoff, boom. And it's actually the weakness pile issue. So it's gonna boost its attack and special attack if hit by super effective moves. So that was pretty bad on my part. And boy lives with full HP. So now he goes for recovery. Get that HP. And I just went for a knockoff here. Because I knew Mach Punch would do barely anything. And knockoff does nothing too. But the poison's helping a bit. Thanks to those toxic spikes. So now boy goes down. But I did put up a bit of a fight. So now I go to my Galvantula. Yup. And I'm gonna go for the Electro Ball, and that's gonna do a decent, but it didn't take it out, probably because of the cosmic power. And that's gonna fire up a Scald and has 1 HP left. And this is why Focus Sash Galvantula is pretty good. It's gonna live with like 1 HPs and stuff. So now go for Bug Buzz, take it out, and that's Darmigon, which could have been a pretty big threat to my team, but now it's gone. And so now comes T-Tar, and it's going to get caught by the Sticky Web, and Poison too. It's going to activate Sandstream ability, which sets up the Sandstorm, but now it Megas, boom, look at that Mega Pizza. So that looks pretty cool, but anyways, I go for the Bug Buzz, and this is going to do quite a lot. It's going to do like 40%, which is decent. But now it's going to D-Dance to get that speed back. So now it's on 0, so Sticky Web and stuff. So Sandstorm takes our Galvantula down, but now Poison's going to hurt Tyranitar more. So yes, do damage. So now going to my Regirock, and since Regirock is like really slow, T-Tar's obviously going to outspeed. So I go for the Crunch, boom, and I pack the Drain Punch. So I Drain Punched Tyranitar and yeah, get some of its HP back. I thought Tyranitar would Earthquake, since it is super effective against Regirock, and would do more, but he didn't somehow, so gotta get that leftovers. And now, sent in his Sizzle, which is a pretty big threat. Now, I think it was Choice Banded and went for a Bullet Punch, and that did so much to Regirock. And I went for Drain Punch, and that did barely anything, so I thought maybe it was max HP and max attack, and maybe like 4 in speed. Since that Drain Punch did like absolutely nothing, and I'm adamant. So now I have no choice but to switch out into Slowking, since that Bullet Punch is going to take me out. So now I go to my Slowking, it's going to eat up the Bullet Punch, and I knew it was Banded or Scarf, so I wasn't too afraid of switching in. So now he's forced to switch out, since he's stuck to Bullet Punch, but I think it was Banded, judging on that damage. So now he goes into Garchomp and he's going to get Sticky Web, and I'm going to go for the Scald, which is going to do a decent amount of damage. And luckily Sandstorm subsides, because I didn't really want the Sandstorm to stay. So Garchomp's going to take a bit poison damage there. And actually goes to the Outrage, boom! Smack Slowking. And I just went for a Slack Off here, just rack up the poison damage, so you'll die from poison, while I get Slowking's HP healed and stuff, and leftovers too. Yep, so Garchomp is now stuck to Outrage, or it's poison, so I just had to wait until it's taken out by poison, and so it's very weak, where Scald can kill it at that range. So now it's confused, and now I go for Slack Off again. Just get that HP back. Slowking is like Slowbro. And Slowking getting back that HP. And Garchomp is really weak now. So now he switches out actually. Now, I kind of knew he was switching out, so I went to the Scold. And he switches into Scizor, which isn't going to take the Scold nicely. Because now I go for the Scold, boom, fire it up, and that does decent. Good damage. Now Slowking has 200 HP now. And now he goes for the U-turn. Now he is probably banded because Slowking here is really slow. It's like 50 in speed at level 50. So Scizor's gonna outspeed. Now he sends in his Garchomp again. Speed 4. And I just go for another Scold. So Garchomp lives with 1 HP, but thanks to the poison, it's gonna get taken out. So yeah. Them toxic spikes from Tentacruel really helped out in this battle. And so now he sends in his Scizor, which he can U-turn anytime he wants. And this was his second last Pokemon. His other one was Hippowdon, which he didn't even use in the entire battle until like close to the end. So now going to Regirock, and he goes for the U-turn, and Regirock lives at 20 HP. Whew. And now it goes for Hippowdon. Boom. It's gonna get caught by a sticky web. I thought it would go for Stealth Rocks or something, as you guys see after this. Poison damage. So I go for a Curse, thinking he would like Stealth Rock or something, raise defense and attack, but he actually goes for the Earthquake to take out Regirock, and I was hoping Regirock would live that, but nope, he didn't. Oh well, worth a try. So this was quite a long battle, because there was like moments where I have to like stall out poison or something, you know. So now I send in Slowking, and that HP was recovered a bit due to Regenerator. So now going to Slowking, right, and Slack Off. And he's gonna go for the Earthquake. Just gonna do decent damage, plus the Sandstorm. But while that's damaging, Hippowdon's poisoned, so it's going to take some more damage. Now I go for Slack Off again, just to make that poison damage hurt more and more. And now he goes for the Stealth Rock, which will be bad for my Tentacruel. So anyways, now since I didn't have to Slack Off anymore, this time I'm gonna Scold just for some damage. Just after this recovery and toxic. So now I go for the Scold finally, and that's gonna do a lot of damage. That's a lot. And now he goes for the Earthquake. And finally Sandstorm stops, which is a bit annoying. But Hippowdon's gonna get damage with poison. And now I just go for a Scald here. There was no need for a Slack Off, since Scizor could just U-turn and take it out anyway. So this is the moment. A bit of leftovers recovery. Now Scizor comes in, and I was thinking I just let Slowking here die, since I didn't really need it anymore, and it would outspeed. So he goes for the U-turn, and that completely destroys Slowking. So Scizor isn't friendly with the Slowking family. But anyways, and now I go to my Tentacruel, and since it was choice banded and it was sticky webbed, I knew I could outspeed, and I go for the Scold and take it out. So boom there. Phew. So that was a pretty long, intense battle, but also pretty epic. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.